instrumental in convincing their management that sponsoring a team project is good for their organizations. Just one example, among the latest team projects that have been sponsored, you see the European Space Agency, you see NASA, you see private companies like Paragon. In each of these cases, it was an alum who made it happen. So you see the value of the community. And if we look just a little bit ahead, if you allow me, Pascal, and I really promise I conclude here, two of the initiatives that are now launched recently. One of them is the Isu Ventures, a private company that will take equity in space startups. The person who is chairing the working group is an alumna from Canada. And if we look at the endowment fund that we hope in a few years' time will make sure that the ISU has long-term funding resources for like our universities have an endowment fund. That initiative has also been triggered and with a lot of energy and knowledge by an ISU alum. So with this, Pascal, I hope you will enjoy, like I have enjoyed following the steps of my predecessors, just to name the last two ones, Mike Simpson and Walter Peters. They have been great colleagues to me. They've provided excellent advice and I consider them as friends. So over to you, my friend, Pascal.
Sorry, Juan and Pascal, if I may. First, let us applaud Juan. And just before, if I may, before I hand the floor to Pascal, I think Jordi would like to say just a few quick words to thank his amazing volunteers team. Jordi, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yeah, well, it's been very intense weeks, and I only wanted really to thank the help and the support of everyone that made this possible. It's not only the volunteers and everyone that wanted to join this project. The first thing we did, well, actually, I just took this over like 7 or 8 weeks ago. But the first thing we did is to contact all the alumni associations worldwide, because we thought that we were virtual, so anyone could join, and that we needed to reconnect and craft this from the alumni and by alumni and for the alumni. But anyway, it's been several weeks of sleepless nights, and I would really like to thank all of them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jordi. Thank you. And now is the time to hear the closing words of our president-elect, Pascal Ehrenfeld. Pascal.
Yes, thank you very much. And I think this was really a nice surprise for all of us, and in particular for Juan, that in particular his class. And you really, I've looked at the pictures, you all did not change. So there was a comment in the chat. I found it really, really nice. Yeah. I'm very grateful that I'm following and that I'm having, you know, these discussions with Juan already since several months. As you know, with COVID, every kind of educational institution is facing, you know, some challenges, and we are going through this. Juan is still here for 1 month. So I'm only saying goodbye after quite some time. So I wanna now really focus on this conference, which was a really great joy. And Juan also told me that it has evolved. You know, it was a meeting before that you spent a weekend. I have actually been at the conference in Delft, you know, at the alumni weekend. And I think it's an enormous key advantage of ISU to have this family of, you know, more than 5,000 ISU alumni from more than 100 countries, and also that they are actually representing companies, space agencies, and startups, and everything what is important for space. And I really want to thank everybody, like Jordi, like Juan, like Nasim, everybody who was is involved, is not yet finished, in the organization of this International Space University Alumni Conference 2021. And we have to see also under the patronage of the Aerospace Corporation. And of course, that includes also all the speakers and participants. I've told you already before, I've learned a lot. Whenever I tuned in, I've heard really interesting things. And I think it's really great that this conference provides the opportunity for all of us to learn, to refresh, and to discuss recent progress of space applications, missions, and technologies, and that we have more and more to learn to do this, to participate online, and we're getting more and more used to host virtual meetings, though we would prefer to meet in person, but it seems to be something which we will have to deal with also in the future. So thank you very much for everybody. As Jordi said, there were sleepless nights, and also, it was around the clock, for all the time zones organized. So I think this was really, really fantastic. And I just want to say that we are just really living in an incredible time of a dynamically changing on the evolving space sector that will also play an increasing role in our daily lives for all citizens. And there were so many different topics which have been addressed. We have seen National Space Agency presenting their programs. We talked about the space workforce of tomorrow, Mars and Moon exploration. Really, I've seen videos, from tasks on Mars from a week ago, and you cannot really get that on the web. Yeah, so this was really amazing. Security, mega constellation, space debris, AI, robotic technology, small sats. I mean, this is really, really amazing what you put together. Access to space, climate, and I'm sure I'm forgetting many of the things, tourism. So really interesting panels, and great to see how the ISU family is actually strongly connected worldwide and can put such a program together, and that also virtually. So I just want to say a few sentences at the end about ISU and the future. So the evolving space economy, we have seen a lot of emerging space nations also, talking today, and commercial actors, a lot of entrepreneurs. We have a growing downstream sector, and all this is accompanied actually by a significant shortage in the STEM workforce. And that actually offers ISU ample opportunities. So you really have to try to convince everybody that it is a smart decision to receive a space education right now. And when we heard today, Mr. De Costa from the European Union Space Agency, when he said, well, before you actually arrive at work, you have already been in touch, with space applications, looking at the weather in your navigation system, in your car, and so on. And many people actually don't know that. And I think we have really to bring space more to society, and so this is also a part of education. But I think it is really a very smart decision to refer space education right now with this enormously growing downstream sector and all these connections to the non-space sector. So, but ISU has to keep the pace and has to provide cutting edge education that really also reflects this rapid developments of the space sector, and also the increased entrepreneurship, which was so nicely really discussed during this ISU alumni conference. This is so great, when people which actually have got their education and then tell the others, how they actually succeeded, to create a company. And of course, also a lot of commercial opportunities. So the main pillars for the future are to establish a really global ISU brand and have a very strong cooperation between Strasbourg Central Campus, but also the North American branch, Australia, new entities in Asia Pacific regions, Africa and Latin America. So it is important really that we have to position ISU as the leading global space university, and we count on your support. So in closing, I want to thank everybody again for their contribution and participation. And I want really to say that you are an important part of the International Space University, also with the presentations we had in this hour, in this session, that you have these alumni associations, and you are really, really an important part of ISU and its future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Pascal, for these nice words. Thank you. And I think we are coming to the end of this conference. And I would like to say that we have also a space masquerade coming tonight. So it's going to be time to party. So, oh, sorry, I was mute. We have the space masquerade tonight. So it's not totally all finished. The space masquerade will be from 6:30 UTC to 8:30 UTC. So in Europe, it's we start at 8:30 CEST, if I'm not mistaken. And I think we can put the chat in the chat, the link. Here is the time, and here is the link for the event. Jordi, would you like to add anything about the masquerade or anything?
No, not at all. I think that this is more in the hands of the organization in Strasbourg and Granada. But thank you again for the opportunity of doing this project. And we suffered a bit, but we had lots of fun. So that's the important part. Thank you.
All right.
Well, I can tell you that Jordi will be sleeping at 8:30 CEST.
Yes.
So we will have to be very, very loud to keep you awake, Jordi. Let's give you and the whole team of more than 30 people I have counted, more than 30 alumni and ISU staff working for this wonderful conference. Let's make it loud. Everyone, microphone open.
Thank you, Jordi. You've done an amazing job.
Thank you.
Great work, great work, great work.
It was
Right.
all worth it. It was all worth it.
Jordi, is the Wonder platform still open for if some people want to meet
Yes.
up? Or?
Yes, they are open. We left it open all the time in any case. And you can join. We had a very nice session after the Rodrigo da Costa, he spoke. His assistant was there. We were not allowed, but I think it's a very good tool. Unfortunately, and we have to forgive us, we are not perfect. And I think that Pascal and the team next year, they can improve this. We need a lot of very, very direct communication to tell people when things are happening that they can organize to take advantage of them. We are not sequential. But if you want to join there, it's really a wonderful tool for discussing and meeting. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah. So you all have the Wonder, I think, link. You received it in the messages.
I put it on the chat.
Thank you. So let us meet there if you wish. Otherwise, I hope to see you at the online masquerade starting later tonight. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.